Hello, welcome to Al's Airguns. Today we're taking a look at the Daisy Model 25, a 50-shot pump-action BB repeater. Introduced in 1914, it remained in production until 1979, having gone through a total of 58 variations, and was put back into production in 2009. This is a current model and was manufactured in China. The Model 29 is different from a number of the Daisies that we normally think of as Daisy BB guns in that it is both a pump action and it uses a force feed magazine. The majority of the Daisy guns you run into actually use a gravity feed system, affectionately referred to as rattle traps, and the Model 25, to load it with BBs, you unscrew it here at the muzzle, the shot tube slides out, and it actually has a spring-fed magazine here. We pull a magazine follower back, catch it in the clip there, and hold it or it will slap your fingers pretty darn hard. And then go ahead and drop BBs through the hole here. It will hold up to 50 BBs. And since they're under spring tension, we don't have the misfires that are common in the gravity feed or rattle trap BB guns. So that's one of the differences. The older Model 25s were known to be substantially more powerful than their lever action counterparts. However, these days, pretty much all of them are the same, Model 25 included. Daisy will state a muzzle velocity of up to 350 feet per second with standard BBs. However, in all likelihood, the majority of the guns shoot a lot closer to 280 feet per second from the factory without any kind of modification. The Model 25 does come equipped with iron sights. The rear sight is adjustable for elevation. There is no adjustment on the front sight. Typically, the front sight also comes painted black. You may not be able to see it in the camera here, but I've taken a little bit of the black paint off to make that a little bit shinier and easier to pick up. I also have a viewer that submitted a really neat modification where you can turn this into a fiber optic sight by just running a very small diameter drill through there and then inserting fiber optic tube. So if you're interested in doing that, making that front sight a little easier to pick up, you can go ahead and look for that video. It really does help, and I think I will probably do it to this one. I need to mention that the rear sight actually does have a little bit of adjustment for windage, and there are two settings, the notch sight pictured, and you can flip it up for a peep sight as well. Other specifications, it has an overall length of 37 inches. Of course, it fires standard well, they call them 177 caliber. They're actually a .175 caliber steel BB, and they tend to run about 5.1 grains in weight. The rifle, or actually long gun, we call these rifles, but technically it is a smooth bore for firing BBs. So technically, although it's a long gun, it's not rifled and therefore not a rifle. But most people forgive that and call them rifles. The gun weighs in at 3 pounds, 6.8 ounces, or 1,556 grams, which is 1.556 kilos. Here we see the Model 25 next to Daisy's very popular Red Ryder BB gun. Red Ryder is just a tiny bit shorter and lighter. Red Ryder is said to weigh 2.2 pounds. This unit actually weighed a little bit less before I added the optic mount and the red dot sight. Fit and finish on the Model 25 is very good, particularly for a airgun in this price category. It is constructed largely of metal and wood, the only exception being the plastic trigger and safety assembly there. It does have a cross bolt safety. When you push the safety from the right side through to the left, it exposes the red indicator showing that the rifle is ready to fire. Pushing it back the other way locks the trigger and prevents the rifle from firing. Pictured beneath the Model 25 current production in this photo is my 1926-ish production of the Model 25, close to 100 years old, and it still fires. This has been a quick overview of the Daisy Model 25 pump action 50-shot BB repeater, and in the next episode we'll do a little bit of velocity testing and shoot it for accuracy. Until then, you take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.